Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. We have an update on Serge Gnabry from Fabrizio Romano. It could be good news to you, maybe it should be probably bad news to you. For me, it's just, well, it's okay. Let's just move on to the next target. But here's what Fabrizio Romano had to say about Serge Gnabry. I understand Arsenal are not working to sign Serge Gnabry. He's not in the list. As things stand, Arsenal are now focused on different targets. Gnabry has FC Bayern new contract proposal still available. No decision made yet on the player's side. So again, I'm pretty sure some of you, maybe 60% of you would be like, oh no, why didn't you go for Gnabry? We are now getting Raphinha as well. What is happening? Arsenal letting us down once again. And some of you would be like, you know what, I didn't want Gnabry anyway, but we should be going for someone else. So for me, Serge Gnabry, as I've said for the last 1 week, Serge Gnabry is a very good player, a world-class player. That is the kind of guy who would make a team world-class in that position. But when I heard that Arsenal wanted Raphinha and I had fans talking about let's go and get Gnabry, I was like, why are we doing that right now? Right now, the plan was always get 2 strikers in, and then after that, try and get a couple of midfielders in. After you get those 4 players sorted out, try and get the extras. Maybe another left back to come and battle Tierney. Maybe another right back to come and battle Tomias if you wanted Cedric and Bellerin sold. Maybe another, I don't know, maybe another midfielder again. Maybe you wanted a winger. Maybe you wanted an attacking midfielder. So far, we've gotten Marquinhos, who is a right winger. We've gotten Fabio Vieira, who's an attacking midfielder and also a central midfielder who can play as a striker as well sometimes, and from the left side. And we've gotten Jesus, who is a striker. We still need another striker, and we've not sorted out our midfield issue yet. When Thomas Partey gets injured, we are back to square one with El Neni and Jack and Lokonga as our midfield options when we are trying to get top 4 and potentially even win the Europa League this season. So when I hear that we want Gnabry and Raphinha without sorting out our midfield problems, that is another issue. Now, as I said, this is a very world-class player, and that kind of shows me, would he really have joined Arsenal? Even if let's say if we gave them 60 million, are you convinced that Serge Gnabry would have come to Arsenal? World-class player. First of all, we need to match his ambition. Will he really come from a Champions League team to a Europa League team? Fine, Jesus has done that, fine. So let's skip that one. But you have to still match his ambition for next season. Promise him starting minutes, promise him Champions League football for next season, maybe fight for titles, all that. Number 2, he's a very world-class player. We are not going to be in for him by ourselves. I would have expected Real Madrid to talk about him. I would have expected PSG to talk about him. I wouldn't have expected him to join Arsenal that easily. Two weeks from targeting him, Serge Gnabry has joined Arsenal. Or well, Arsenal are not going to get Raphinha. Serge Gnabry is joining Arsenal. I wouldn't have expected it to be that easy. And number 3, we would have had to match his wages, his transfer fee. Maybe pay 70 million for him. 65 maybe at least, pay his weekly wages as well. All that we would have had to do. I'm not convinced we would have done that. Like Raphinha, we did pay money for Raphinha around 50 million or something, but other teams have outbid us. And I don't think that is the position where we needed to strengthen first. Maybe that is a position you need to strengthen later when you've already gotten the main things done. I mean, if you have a car, let's say if you have a car and Serge Gnabry is the interior. You don't go improving your interior and getting new seats, red and blue seats, and improving your interior, lights and all that when your tires aren't working. Our tires being the midfield. You have to sort out your tires first before going to improve your interior, which is already great anyway. So for me, I do prefer us to go for Tielemans first and another striker second. And then after that, you can go for another midfielder, maybe a winger if you want. Now, Arsenal have been linked to this guy, Noah Lang from Club Brugge, as a potential winger. It only cost us around maybe 25 million at most. So I think that is the kind of price we are going for. I don't expect us to pay 70 million for a winger, especially not with Pepe in the squad still. Unless we were going to sell Pepe for around 40 million or something like that, I wouldn't have expected us to splash that kind of money for Gnabry or Raphinha. So I've always said if any of those players ended up at Arsenal, I would be very, very surprised. So that's the latest from Fabrizio Romano about Gnabry. Understand Arsenal are not working to sign Serge Gnabry. He's not in the list as things stand. Arsenal are now focused on different targets. One of those targets is Lisandro Martinez. It looks like we are very serious about this. I'm hearing that Edu is going to meet with Ajax officials again this coming week. So we are definitely going to compete with Man United for this one until the very, very end. We might end up paying 50 million euros to get it through the line, but he's a very good player, and also you don't really want to lose targets to Manchester United. That's another problem. So right now it seems like we are going to be focusing on Lisandro Martinez and maybe Noah Lang as well. Aaron Hick is off right now. Aaron Hick is going to join another Premier League team, so that one is off the list right now. I don't know which other players are on the list. A lot of fans are talking about Seko Fofana would be a great buy from Lens in France. Arsenal have not really targeted him that much. Osimhen has been mentioned, but will Arsenal splash another 70 million for a striker? I think Jesus is coming in as the main striker. So we have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys feel about Serge Gnabry. Was he your main target? He would have definitely gotten everyone excited. I definitely agree with that. But is he the guy that we really want fast signing 70 million, 60 million for? Would you be happy if he signed Serge Gnabry for 65 million and then add him to Jesus and Marquinhos and Fabio Vieira, and then we just start the season like that without improving the defense, without improving the midfield? I don't think so. You have to sort out the positions where you need someone. So that's the latest on Serge Gnabry. I'll definitely catch up with you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think of that. And promising week ahead, maybe a lot of activities to be done this week. We're starting our preseason on Friday. We've already played another game against Ipswich. We won 5-1, but we will be playing against Nuremberg on Friday in Germany. Hopefully, we will see players like Marquinhos. Marquinhos just arrived in London, I think, today from Brazil, ready to kickstart his preseason training. Thank you for watching. Catch up with you guys on the next one.